The Hub's vision is to enable sustainable water security through developing and demonstrating a systems approach that better understands water systems, values all aspects of water, and strengthens water governance to enable integrated water management. A key outcome for the Hub is to build capacity within the water sector. Water security needs strategic solutions that are made sustainable through training, upskilling, and knowledge exchange. The Hub is enhancing the ability of stakeholders and researchers to address issues of water security in our 4 programme sites. Capacity building impacts manifest in different ways in each of our collaboratories. For example, enhanced multi-sectoral capacity through citizen science, establishing a health network across Southeast Asia, enhanced information systems for better services, and co-produced frameworks for public services.
In Ethiopia, we're building a strong cohort of citizen scientists who can not only fill crucial data gaps to inform decision-making, but can also enhance understanding and action among their communities.
There is a big gap in monitoring in Ethiopia, and it has deteriorated in the recent decade. So we need to come up with innovative ways of filling this data void. And our citizen scientists demonstrated that they can do a good job of providing quality data for the basin, as well basin authorities, as well as for researchers. We started with evaluating the accuracy of the citizen science data using low-cost equipment, which is very essential for sustainability. And also, most researchers, they are skeptical about the quality of the citizen science data, so we have to show that the citizen scientists can collect good data. Secondly, we designed the monitoring network in such a way that the data can serve operational purposes. An example is the distance between the ranges was fixed in such a way that the citizen science data can inform evaluation and improvement of rainfall forecasts, which are issued by the Ethiopia Meteorological Institute.
Low-cost, portable technology is a key tool in building the capacity of our stakeholders. In Malaysia, our researchers are using our lab in a suitcase and other innovative tools to develop a health network for improved water quality monitoring across Southeast Asia.
We have assembled a lab in a suitcase with the help of Professor David Werner, and also to learn the skills in how to use the various components within that suitcase. And one thing that is different, I think, is to put this technology into the field and to try it out, and to also showcase that we have this kind of technology for labs who are not that well equipped, and to have these kind of smaller scale and cheaper technologies to bring it to the field. We went to Cambodia, and we worked with our collaborators in Cambodia to teach them basic water quality monitoring skills and also microbiology skills, and empower them to have these kind of skills to move forward in terms of their research capacity.
Training and capacity building is important to ensure the sustainability of our co-created systems and tools. In Colombia, these innovations are helping to conserve local ecosystems while ensuring adequate access to safe water surfaces.
The Community Water Information System, Nuestra Agua, is an important capacity building outcome in the Hub Colombia because it's the technological platform with this tool developed in conjunction with the communities, and which is being transformed into an information system that manages structured data at the appropriate scale for day-to-day decision-making in community water systems. Working with the communities and co-creating tools that are useful and sustainable for communities has been very important for the Colombian Participatory. We are contributing from the Hub to capacity building because we understand that it's not imposed top-down process, but a collaborative work between research and communities is not imposed, it's developed together.
Co-developing tools that fulfill our stakeholders' needs enables their independent use beyond the Hub's lifetime. As in Colombia, our researchers in India are working closely with stakeholders to develop dashboards for better decision-making.
DJB is an agency which is responsible for water supply and the collection of domestic sewage as well. So water losses and the water quality are the two themes where Delhi Jal Board and IIT Delhi are working as of now. To cover that, we have had a memorandum of understanding with the Delhi Jal Board regarding the activities which we are taking through the Water Security Hub and their mutual goals. We are deploying some smart sensors in the identified locations. We are looking at the hot spots where we are doing the monitoring and where the actions are required to control the pollution in the specific areas. So IIT Delhi team is helping Delhi Jal Board in establishing a framework for identification of this water losses and the quantification of the total volume which is being lost. Once this is captured, it will help in improving the existing situation and the pressure on the surface resources. Next key player is about the Irrigation and Flood Control Department in City of Delhi. So to address this, we thought of creating a dashboard, a platform where citizens can be, their capacity could be built to actually report the flooding incidences in a real time, so that the people who are sitting in the offices, they will be aware that yes, there are so many reportings from a specific area, that means there is much problem. We need to deploy our pumps there, we need to resolve their problem, so that it will help to prioritize the adaptation or the management plan with respect to flooding. So we are hopeful that in coming days the National Disaster Management Authority, they'll be integrating this existing framework with their framework, and they'll be able to mitigate the flooding situation on priority basis.
The Hub is taking an innovative approach to achieving these outcomes by adapting systems thinking to local contexts for equitable and sustainable water security. Our collaboratory model sits at the centre of this, providing an equitable space for stakeholders to come together for research co-creation, knowledge exchange, and capacity building.
We felt that it's important that this work should reach out to all kinds of stakeholders, including the government, and that's why we felt that it's important to produce this kind of products.
There are so many agencies involved, but they are working in isolation. For example, traffic police has nothing to do with the sewerage system. Sewerage system has nothing to do with the water quality. But if you look at the impact, they are all integrated. So we need to have an integrated approach for that. Our dashboards which we have designed, which we have developed, they all are integrated in a manner that all the departments, they will be working together and the harmony will be there, and then the real impact in the ground will be there and for the welfare of the people.
Being an education institutions, the resources which we have, which is also part of the Hub, is contributing to the resources what we have, is being used for the public good. So these are the more than innovative, it is also a kind of reformative also, I can say, because it's being used. The things is not going to go waste even after the project is over. Everything is set up, so even for the generation to come, at least a couple of years after the project is finished, we should be still able to, people will be still able to see this kind of products.
Some of these impacts will take time to emerge. As important as tracking current trends is the ability to skill and train future leaders in the water sector, not just in our program sites, but beyond.
One of the main things is the capacity building, to try to think of training up younger scientists or people who are lacking in certain areas that we are an expert of.
What is good about this lab in a suitcase is it can apply in a different setting, and this skill is transferable, where we can train with other people and we can expand our collaboration with people from other countries, other background, no matter the location and the settings.
So one of the things that we have developed in Malaysia is the methodology to monitor the water quality in the river basin, and also to do that over time and find out source tracking. And what we aim to do in Cambodia is to as another place for us to validate that methodology and to try to work that out so that it can be a standardized methodology across the whole, or probably the whole of Southeast Asia or in other countries.
The challenge of achieving water security is complex. No one model fits all. A holistic approach with a focus on locally relevant solutions is essential to achieving water security.
The Nuestra Agua Community Information System is an innovative case because it's not just a simple technological development, it's a geographic tool to have structured data for decision making in rural community water supply system. It is also a dynamic tool in which the data model was a co-creation with the communities, and in which the requirements of the system were built in the participatory way, achieved on the development of the technical module, in which the communities consult the cadastre of the distribution networks and indicators of quantity, continuity, and quality of drinking water. It was an exercise. There is a two-way innovation because the participatory exercise has made the communities now consider implementing new models, and it's expected that the next one build the environmental model.
Collaborative working and knowledge exchange underpins the Hub's programme, developing innovative and interdisciplinary methods that enable stakeholders to collaborate, explore tensions, and develop inclusive strategies to address water security issues.
We were able to build a relationship between communities and also between communities, experts and stakeholders.
It also contributes to enhancing capacities of different stakeholders. For example, for local governments and researchers, it helped to create understanding on how citizen science approach can be adopted to co-produce knowledge as well as co-design and co-implement community-based led early warning system. And for volunteer citizens from at-risk communities, it allowed them to monitor hydroclimatic risks through better access to data and provision of low-cost resources.
The Hub's innovative systems thinking approach enables the creation of locally relevant and therefore more effective water security solutions. By strengthening capacity amongst our stakeholders, we're empowering them to continue to make improvements to water security beyond the lifespan of the Hub. More importantly, we're providing a framework and the tools, processes and training that will enable others to implement our approach elsewhere around the world.